Just as soon as you said it, the green flag dropped and they hit into turn number one. Keep your eye on, as we mentioned, 296, Doug Pullen, the sensation out of Texas, and also bike number 33, Doug Tolan, the sensation out of California. It should be those two riders going at it for this race. Paul Vogel, we mentioned, was on the front row. He should be up in there, as well as Jim Poet and Bob Brynan. But right now, it's just a mess of shuffled cards as they head around turn number two. We'll pick up all the numbers and names for you. Right now, two riders starting to spread themselves out from the rest of the pack, and it's probably Tolan and Poland. Already about 6 riders starting to break away from the rest of the field, and it looks like it could be Poland, or no, that's Toland. Excuse me, I know Doug is out in front somewhere. Over the crest of the hill and down that back straightaway, these bikes getting up to about 135, 140 miles an hour. And look at these guys go down that back straightaway. This is one of the fastest racetracks in the country. And right now, 3 riders are just a very fast-moving blur in the back stretch into the racetrack. Here they come out of turn number 8 and turn number 9. We're going to pick up the numbers and the names for you as they come by to complete lap number 1. Out in front was Doug Poland running in second spot, 740. That was Chris Stewart. An excellent job by Chris Stewart up there in second. Running in third, bike number 296. That is Doug Poland. He's running in third, and of course he got a bad start the first race, and already he's working his way up. In fourth position, bike number 55. That is Bob Rynan running in fourth. In fifth spot, 252. And we don't have a 252 down on our list here. Yes, we do. It's Marty Siegel. And that is Dave Sartorius. So right now we've got Suzuki's running 1, 2, and 3. As they go down that back straightaway and head into turn number 8. And it looks like it's still Tolan out in front. Did we have a change for second spot? Because it looks like coming up fast on the leader is the rider in second. That could be Poland, and right now we've got Doug Tolan and Doug Poland one more time. This is going to be very difficult to announce at Road Atlanta. Tolan and Poland is going to be a real tongue twister. These two riders are going to be following each other all season long, it looks like. Here they come out of turn number 9 and complete lap 2, and it's still Tolan and Poland in second. Poland setting up for a pass. $1,000 going to the winner here as they go around turn number 1. Into turn number 2 they go, and then the psychology game starts again. It's a real chess match between these two. When they get out to a certain point, and more or less the leader backs off and watches the other rider go around for a couple laps and then repasses again. So a real strategy game going on out here. I think Tolan was burned this first time, and I don't think he wants to play that game this time. And they go up into turn number 3. It's still Tolan and Poland, and whoa, they're so close on the race course they had to almost go offline that time. And go up to the top of the hill. There's a lot of fans up there watching some excellent racing. Boy, I don't know who that is in third. I think that's Chris Stewart running in third. A great job by Chris Stewart running there in third spot. Remember, a reminder to all the crews, we want to have the top 3 riders in that Suzuki winner circle down here at the snack bar. Down that back straightaway they go. Here goes Poland. He's going to try and get in the draft and go for the pass. We understand we've got some oil down in turn number 5, so things are going to be awfully slippery in that area. Tolan still holding off Poland as they come out of turn number 9 one more time. Look at him get right into the draft. He's going to try for a pass on the front straightaway here, and he's going to go on by. The Texas rider Poland now out in front. Tolan now has got to find a way to get around Poland. Definitely has been observed. Poland's definitely got some horsepower on that motorcycle. Boy, he's making a very definite impression all over the country, wherever he races now, in the Mid-Atlantic, up north, in Colorado, in Oregon, down there in Texas, now out here on the West Coast. Doug Poland racing all over the country, and might say doing quite handsomely. Estimated he's already made $21,000 this year winning races. And Poland now is out in front and going up on top of the hill. Nothing Doug Tolan can do about it. He's trying to hang on. I know Doug Tolan doesn't want to be in third this time, and he's trying to get back into the lead. An excellent job by the third and fourth place runners right now. They're not really letting these guys go that far. That's, looks like in third spot, it's still Chris Stewart in third and Rob Ryden in fourth, and those guys are doing a great job of keeping the leaders in sight as they go down the back straightaway one more time, getting up to 140 miles an hour. Tolan starting to open it up a little bit. Tolan with that privateer sponsorship behind him, trying to eke some more horsepower out of that bike. Here they come out of the turn number 9. Let's see if Tolan gets in the draft. He's too far away. Tolan still got the lead. Tolan starting to stretch it out as we get the halfway flag. Stewart and Ryden doing a great job holding down third and fourth. Holding down fifth spot right now is bike number 252, and that is Marty Siegel, also on a Suzuki. So we've got 5 Suzukis running up there in the top spots. And remember, this isn't only a Suzuki race. We've got Hondas and Yamahas sprinkled in here too. P, the Denton, Texas rider, looks like he's kind of inching a little bit further away from Tolan. And Tolan is about in the process of taking home and collecting $2,000. And why not become a motorcycle racer? If the clubs are going to be paying you that much at every race, and you can go out and beat them, you can make a living at it. Here they come to complete another lap. 5 laps down, 3 laps to go. Tolan can't get close enough to get in the draft. If he can get close enough to get in the draft, he can probably get around Poland, but right now he's finding it very difficult. Poland is just outside the draft right now and holding on to first place quite well, and there's nothing Doug Tolan can do about it. I think what Doug's going to have to do is wait for some lap traffic to come up, and I think we see some coming up ahead. They're going to head up the hill right now to turn number 2. And Tolan picked up a lot of real estate between 2 and 3, and now he's within striking distance. If he can hold that position, he's in the draft. As they head up the hill, it's Poland and Tolan in that order. Out of turn number 5 and out of turn number 6. They're coming up on some lap traffic. Let's see if he gets boxed in and if Tolan can take advantage of it. Here they come out over the crest of the hill and down that back straightaway. Oh, that lap rider didn't hold up Tolan very much, or Poland very much, and it didn't hold up Tolan very much either. The 2 Dougies out in front. Remember, Doug Poland with a P from Denton, Texas. Doug Tolan, the rider who's dominating out here in the California races, running in an unfamiliar second position. He's got to be wondering, who is this Poland guy, and why does he have a name so close to mine? I don't like it. And he comes out of turn number 9. Now, Tolan seems to be in the draft. Let's see what he can do if he can draft on by him this lap. It's not going to be enough. Poland stretches it out a little bit. Okay, we've got 2 laps to go. 5 miles to go here. Poland still holding on to maybe, what is that, about a 10, 15-yard lead as they head into turn number 2. Some more lap traffic comes up. They seem to get around in pretty good shape. Tolan seems to pick up a lot on Poland as they head around turn number 2 and get up in the squirrely stuff. I don't think Poland quite has figured out turn 2 yet on this racetrack, but it doesn't seem to matter because he's got the lead right now as they head up the hill into turn number 3 and 4. The Texas riders showing the California riders how it's done out here today. They come down. Boy, it seems like coming down the hill, the horsepower on Poland's bike is just massive, and he's really pulled out a lead now over Tolan. In fact, he's stretched it out almost to about 50, 60 yards. As they come into turn number 8, they're going to get the white flag this lap, and it looks like Poland is going to go home with $2,000. Very fast in through this area. I think Poland mentioned it earlier that this is one of the fastest tracks he's had to race on all year long. They get up to speeds of about 140 miles an hour. Poland looks over his shoulder. He stood up and looked over his shoulder to see where Toland was. He thinks he's got a good enough margin right now as they get the white flag. 2.5 miles to go. Toland now is going to have to really work hard to try and catch him. Stewart in a very lonely third position. Ryan in a very lonely fourth position. Out of turn number 2B they go, and up the hill for the last time. Poland leading Toland, and if Toland's going to make a run for it, it's got to be now, but I think it's too late. They're coming up on a left rider, which I don't think should be a factor. This is where Poland really picks it up, coming down that hill. Well, he got around that left rider right on the inside, almost clipped him, and I think that was it. That spelled doom for Toland, and it's Poland's race from here. Just go over the crest of the hill and down that back straightaway. And it's all Poland. He's going to take home $2,000 today. That should pay for his hotel, his whole weekend, and get him to the next race. I understand he's going to go to College Station, Texas next week for a national race there, and he should probably pick up another $2,000. Yes, you can make money in road racing. Here's the perfect example of it. Doug Poland coming out of turn number 9. A frustrated Doug Poland in second spot. Poland looks over his shoulder. No problem at all. Doug Poland's going to take the win. We're going to need Poland, Toland, and bike number 740. I believe that was Chris Stewart. We're going to need all 3 of those bikes and riders down to the start-finish line. Here's some of the lap times on that race. 131s, and they were constantly in the 131s. They had a 130.8, and that's about 99 miles an hour. They're almost going up to the 100-mile-an-hour mark in this open production class. Fascinating speeds around here, going very, very quickly.